Hey, it's Joel here. August 25th was Pittsburgh, which is an annual cycling event that has several different routes. Basically gives you a tour of the city, all the various neighborhoods. They got a 25-mile route, a 40-mile route, a 62-mile route. A lot of hill climbing to get to the various parts of the city. I've ridden in the event in the last few years. It's really well put together. They've got some good routes. They change them up a little bit each year. Real good directional signage, and I always have a lot of fun. So I rode it this year, and I hadn't really been doing a lot of long rides, although I did almost talk myself into doing the longest, hilliest ride. But it started pretty early in the morning, and it was going to be like 50 degrees. But 90 degrees later in the day, and I didn't want to have to deal with wearing sleeves or a jacket at first and carrying it around. So I stuck with the 40. I started up in Millvale, rode down to the start line, which was up in Allegheny Commons Park West. I followed the 40-mile route for the most part, and once it gets in the south side at REI, there's another split. The 62-milers, they ride up Mount Washington. And I've never done that, always wanted to try it, so I figured if I was feeling good at that point, I'd go ahead and add that on the end of my ride. So that's what I ended up doing. With the extra bit up in Millvale, that adds an extra 10 miles round trip, so I had like 54 on the day. But it got close to 90 degrees. Beautiful weather. A lot of people out on the roads riding. It was most enjoyable on the 40 and the 62. They share a lot of roads. Parts of downtown, the 25-milers joined in as well, and it just got a little too crowded for some of those bike lanes, which you'll see in this video, which is sped up to 4x, by the way. I wasn't really riding that fast, but no, overall it was a great event. Highly recommend it. Next year I'm gonna prepare a little better and just do whatever it takes to get down there early and start that longer route, as long as the weather supports it, because I kind of miss doing some of those other climbs in neighborhoods that are at the beginning of the ride with the 62 miles. It's a fun tour of the city. It's neat to see all the neighborhoods. Yeah, I'm probably going too fast here. That'll slow me down. I gotta say, the climb up Mount Washington was tough. It was a steep, long climb, but yeah, it wasn't too bad. I was tired at that point. It was really hot, but I'm glad I did it. It was a challenge, and everybody else that was doing it, the attitude was great. Everybody was encouraging each other up the hill, and then we get up to the top, and everybody was just hanging out, kind of celebrating making it up there. The little stickers you could get on your bike. It says, "This bike climbed Mount Washington." Little parody on the little bumper stickers for the real Mount Washington. complete with the Pittsburgh pronunciation of it, so I thought that was pretty funny, so I snagged one for myself. But I finished up back at the finish line. They had some music and food and drinks and things, but they didn't really have much food, and what they had was pretty lame. It's like they weren't really prepared for the turnout that they had. And every year I try and remind myself that we're just going to skip the finish line and go to a restaurant, so next year hopefully I remember that and go somewhere decent. But it's a fun event. Looking forward to next year, and I'm glad they put it on. Usually ride with some other guys, but everybody was busy this year, so the one guy that did ride, he rode one of the shorter routes because had hurt his knee. So, but there's plenty of other friendly folks out on the road. Just kind of ride along and enjoy the day. Thanks for coming along on my ride. I hope you enjoyed seeing parts of the city, and stay tuned for future adventures.